Can never look back. Oh, no, no. Um, hello, hello, hello. Hello, Twe Twe. Hello, hello, Twe Twe. How na dey? I'm back. I promise I will be back. I'm back. Sorry, I'm slightly late. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I have forgotten today is Friday. I had forgotten that today is Friday because I've been off. So you don't say no easy. When you are off like that, you lose count of the day. That is what is happening to me. I have forgotten that today is Friday. How is everybody? How are you? How are we all doing? Double wahala for deadi body and the owner of deadi body. Double wahala. Double wahala for deadi body and the owner of deadi body. The fear of British press is the beginning of wisdom. May British press, for United Kingdom, our prayer no be any how do they call am? Every enemy of our father's house. No, there's no enemy of father's house here. If you do ready, no matter who you be, all you just need to do is that your secret is not safe with British press, except they don't know wetin you do. Except say they don't know wetin you do. So long as they know wetin you do, they go gbenu see mic. They go come carry your case dey gbejo. The case of Oriade, this is one of our Oriade. This is our liability. When you hear liability, this is one of Iyashali pikin. This is the third. His name is okay. So the person you are looking at is Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, formerly known as Prince Andrew, popularly known as Prince Andrew. They don comot Prince for im name. Hey Anthony, how are you? They don comot Prince for im name. Wọ́n ti já ránkì ẹ̀ dànù báyìí. He is now a common citizen like you and I. When they say show me your friend, I will tell you who you are. Na be the case of this Oriade. Andrew is actually the favorite. Is one of the favorite. Anthony, whether he guilty, whether he no guilty, he say he's not guilty of the offence, of the allegation. Yet he paid 12 million to the person that accused him. We all sabi make we put meat for mouth dey find am. Even the BBC interview he did, wey he carry himself, that BBC interview was even what gave him out fully. Because that BBC interview, he thought he no even sabi lie. Let's even start from there. Because everything he said in that BBC interview, he literally collaborated with that girl, what late Virginia Giuffre accused him of. Because the girl had picture. Initially they send a doctored picture. When the girl carry the original picture, now she carry am out loading dini. The address where that picture was taken, she could not turn around. There was no way he could even deny it, because she was very distinct. She was very detailed in the way she described him. She described Igbola. He get distinct. We don't know say Oriade get a distinct mark for Igbola. Now we don't know. Now make we come. See, when they say show me your friend, I will tell you who you are. Now the case of Oriade, if only the BBC interview was his downfall. But even before that, you see, the girl had a very strong evidence against him. Okay? But that BBC interview, the girl had a very strong evidence against him. Then, obviously, There were even pictures. There were pictures of him with what's his name? With Jeffrey Epstein. And they were not just pictures, he had emails. There was email exchange between him and Jeffrey Epstein. Ẹ̀yin ará America fìgbà tẹ́ kó bá orí adé wa. And there's picture. There were email. In short, the emails that was sent between the two of them were very disturbing. They tell you say person they carry well. Say the person he get interest in small children. You know the thing about what was so disgusting about this whole thing is, it's not even the fact that they even had whatever with young girls. It was not even it's bad enough. Then they now made it a habit. So that they can't turn these girls, they can't turn themselves to DHL, and they were DHLing these girls to each other. So I'm a member of a book club. So I got a free a complimentary copy of Nobody's Girl. That's the memoir that was written by late Virginia Giuffre. And honestly, that book is so, I can't put it down. I mean, I'm literally reading it the second time. It's very disturbing reading, and she's very, very detailed. Even though she didn't mention names, but the truth is, what she wrote, you can literally guess the people. Even the names that she didn't even call, it's very easy to guess who they were, or who the people she's referring to are. It's very, very easy to guess who they are. A whole Oriade, he and his friend, they were trafficking small girls, using them for forceful entrance and kerewa. They turned themselves to Royal Mail and DHL and what do they call them, FedEx and UPS. They can't pursue the girls like letter. They pursue the girls. They had Jeffrey had a private island. They carry these girls, come and see the aye buruku aye irano that they were living. And it's quite difficult reading it. It's emotionally difficult reading it from the lens of the victim, because she's very detailed. I mean, if you love reading, you can grab a copy of the book. It's called Nobody's Girl. It's a very good read. Okay, it's a very, very good read, and I actually enjoy reading. Well, of course, I enjoy reading it because it's from the lens of the victim. So it's not somebody telling her story; it's her actually telling her own story and saying it in her words and in her own terms, and it's quite powerful to read. Let me give a background for those who don't know what we're talking about. So there's this man, is American based. His name is Jeffrey Epstein. I think there's a documentary on him. I think it should be on YouTube as well. There's a documentary on him on Netflix himself, and so he unalived himself. He was sentenced to prison. He unalived himself. Well, there's a conspiracy around all of that. Oh yeah, it's worth reading. If you are interested, it's worth reading. But I think before you read the book, if you have the time, go watch I think it's Filthy Dirty Rich or something. Just type Jeffrey Epstein on Netflix if you have Netflix, or type it on what's the name, on YouTube. You can, I'm sure they actually have it on YouTube as well. You can read it, you can actually watch it on YouTube, just to give you a context. Filthy Dirty Rich, yes, that's what it is. And there's one about Jeffrey Epstein, and there's one about Ghislaine Maxwell. So Ghislaine Maxwell she's in prison for 20 years in America. Now Jeffrey Epstein, he wasn't so powerful initially, but he was someone that found his way around the rich and mighty, and subsequently became very, very powerful. He's a close friend to Ghislaine Maxwell. Oh, you saw it already? Okay, so it will make a lot of sense. Hey, Positive Vibe, how you doing? It will make a lot of sense if you read the book, because if you don't read the book, if you don't watch If you don't watch it, Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine, the documentary on them, if you don't watch it, it will make some. I mean, you will read it, you will get the context, but it will give you a better context. It will give you a better context because she actually described the, like she gave a good description of the room. So Jeffrey Epstein, his house. So talk about, obviously, if you have watched the movie, if you have watched the documentary, you would have seen that his house, there's camera everywhere. He has hidden camera on all the walls. So literally, he himself, even though he was busy trafficking, he was busy transporting girls to all these guys, to all these high and mighty, name all the high and mighty in the world. The day at the palm of Jeffrey Epstein, and the target were young girls. They were recruiting them directly from school. So when we are saying from school, we are talking of high school. They were recruiting these young girls from high school, and they had a way of attracting them. Remember, these were people with influence. They had a way of attracting these young girls, and these young girls obviously were mesmerized, meeting the high and mighty. They were going to, like, Jeffrey Epstein had a private island. He bought a place in a private. He bought a private island, literally, and it was so powerful. If not because there was a big push, it was so powerful. He had the judiciary. He had everybody in his palms, and it wasn't, his territory was not just America. I mean, even initially when they first arrested him and sent him to jail, he would go with his private jet out of jail and come back. So it also tells you that corruption e dey everywhere. No be only Africa na corruption dey, trust me. The corruption for Africa, they be learner. You know the difference you see the corruption in Africa, the corruption in Africa is we dey do our own. The way we dey do an agaragara corruption. In short, it's not even corruption when you look at what happens in the Western world. Because our own, we go carry Ghana must go, we go phone, we go do orishi, that's our own. This one for Western country na sophisticated corruption. Even you yourself, you will actually be facilitating it without realizing that you're part and parcel of it. So there's no perfect system. That is just the long and short of it. And if you go and watch the Jeffrey Epstein and what's the name? Exactly. Mode of Kings, how are you? Are you new? I've not seen your name before. Are you new? If you are new, welcome on board. So the corruption in Africa, now for us to carry Ghana must go. We'll collect money, we'll embezzle money, we'll go and build house, we'll throw lavish party. The corruption welcome on board. Welcome on board. So if you in Africa, when they thief money, they go carry the money, they go flaunt am, do party. They will do party. They will lavish the money. They will go and enter yash, go and do this. In the Western world, corruption in Western world na very corporate. It's a very, very corporate corruption. Very, very corporate corruption. Esther K, how are you? It's a very, very corporate corruption. Even you yourself, you will be agreeing to the corruption, not realizing that you're agreeing to it. So that's why I always say, when people say there's no corruption in the Western world, is a lie. You just need to go and watch Jeffrey Epstein, or even go and watch this documentary on Jimmy Savile. It's just right there. There are so many things you can watch just to establish. Anyway, so the then Prince Andrew. Exactly. You are right, Mode of Kings. So, this is hey Fausat, how are you? So this is Andrew Moubatten Windsor, formerly known as Prince Andrew. So he is the third son. He's a third child, the second son but third child of Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip, the former the Queen of England, or the Queen of UK, the Queen of England. Andrew is tagged as the favorite of the is known to be the favorite child of the queen, of the late queen. And rumor has it that it's possible that he would have been the favorite child because she had him while she was on the throne. Remember before she was remember before she was before her coronation, before she became a queen, she already had Charles and Anne, her only daughter. And obviously after becoming the queen, her father passed away. Her father passed away, he had illness, he passed away, and then she had to become a queen. So obviously she needed time to warm into the system, and then subsequently she had Andrew. So Andrew was the first child she had after becoming a queen. So there was that attachment to, she had that attachment to him. She was very close to him. She's then had Edward. Edward is a baby. But I don't know. Edward seems very independent and likes to do his own thing. But Andrew, from documentation, Andrew appears to have been a spoiled child, according to how he's been described. That he throws tantrum if you don't put his toothpaste properly on his toothbrush. And he has a teddy bear. If you lay his bed and you don't put that teddy bear where you met it, the guy inherit the touch, according to the people that work with him. So anyway, Andrew made friends with a guy. Well, he became friends, and we don't know how the friendship built, but most likely his friendship built from maybe through Ghislaine Maxwell, because Ghislaine Maxwell is a socialite. She went to Oxford University, and her father was actually high up. The father also was a aristocrat here in the United Kingdom before passing. So obviously Ghislaine Maxwell would have introduced Jeffrey Epstein. Most of Ghislaine Maxwell was like a social capital for Jeffrey Epstein. And of course, she helped him navigate the corridors of power, and he got to meet the creme de la creme. And in return, rumor has it that our Oriade, his third leg, he dey like small small children, but it was never established. It was never established anyway. Even till date, it's still not established. So, somewhere along the line, Jeffrey Epstein then happened to, he got convicted. Initially, he got convicted of having kerewa with young girls. And he got convicted. And so while he was convicted, of course everybody kind of distanced themselves, but our Oriade, because he thinks he get 9 life, he emailed him. And of course he flew over to go and see him in his private island. He flew over to go and see him. He said that he just wanted to go, and he flew over just to go and ask him why did he do what they said he did, which does not make sense. Anyway, at that time, there was a lot of questions, there was a lot of whispering, and UK press does not joke. When they are curious, they will follow you bumper to bumper. When you hear "follow me bumper to bumper," UK press go follow you. They will not leave you. When you hear "I will not leave you until you bless me," na UK press. They no go leave you. Na so they carry your case, they dance until they get to the bottom. They already have information about you, but until you yourself, you begin to use your mouth to talk wetin dey grand, or things around you begin to give evidence and collaborate what they have about you, they will not let you be. So in 2017, there was questions around Andrew's behavior and his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein, the late Jeffrey Epstein. And subsequently, this famous picture surfaced. This was a picture that got our Oriade, that has cost our Oriade everything. So subsequently, this lady, the lady that Andrew is holding, so that the man in the white shirt is Prince Andrew. Well, he's Andrew, no be Prince anymore. He's Andrew Moubatten. And Ed Town, are you new? If you are new, welcome on board. I've not seen your name before. I think it's Edinburgh Town, but N Town, whatever it is. Yeah, if you are new, welcome on board. So, the man on the white shirt is Prince Andrew, and the lady on the young lady with the blonde hair is late Virginia Giuffre. She used to be known as Virginia Robertson. Virginia Robert, sorry, not Robertson, Robert. And the lady behind, the one standing right behind them, is Ghislaine Maxwell. She's a daughter of an aristocrat and also a popular socialite. She's currently in jail for 20 years for sex trafficking. So, this young lady that Prince Andrew was that Andrew, sorry, we are used to calling him Prince, but his name is now Andrew. Now, common citizen he be now. That Andrew is holding is a young American girl who was a teenager at the time that she alleged that Oriade Andrew he koroba her, and he said that was not the first time. So this is Ghislaine Maxwell's flat, the lady behind. This is a flat. This picture was taken in a flat in London, and this picture, I'm sure Andrew, anywhere Andrew dey, Andrew go dey think, he go dey wonder, say wetin possess me where I take this picture, because this was a picture that got Andrew to be running kitty kitty kata kata, that made him to start explaining himself every 24/7. This was the picture that will haunt him, and continues to haunt him. So this young lady, Jeffrey Epstein, I think there's still ongoing case of course about his victim in America. So the victims, there are a lot of young ladies. Till date, they don't even know the number, because not all of them came out to talk, because most of them were gagged. They were not able to come out and talk. So they were kind of gagged. And Jeffrey Epstein is a very powerful man. According to the news, Jeffrey Epstein unalived himself while in prison. There's speculation that might not necessarily be the case, because the way he killed himself, they said the story no add up. If you want to know more about it, either Google, you can watch the documentary on YouTube. It's called Filthy, is it Filthy Rich or something? Filthy Dirty Rich or Filthy Rich, something like that. Just type Jeffrey Epstein and you will get the drift. So, you might be wondering, okay, he's done it. Yes, unfortunately, in the Western world, when it comes to kerewa abuse, it doesn't die down. There's something like Olopa Ebegza inside kerewa abuse. It's a very serious offense. So Oriade Andrew, like I said, is the second son of Queen Eliza Iyashali, and he's the second son and the third child, and the favorite of Iyashali. He's Iyashali's favorite child. So while she was alive, obviously, Andrew na ọmọ mẹ́jọ, and e be like say Iyashali no want make he kohun síta bí ọmọ mẹ́jọ. Andrew has always had a very controversial life. There's always been controversies around him. So on this particular occasion, obviously with Virginia Giuffre bringing out the picture, initially he denied it. Andrew said na lie, he's not the one in the picture. It is that time there was no AI. He said it was Photoshop. Not the way no talk finish. Now they can't subject the picture to forensic examination. Virginia Giuffre say before they go collect the picture for her hand, herself and her lawyer, she has a very good lawyer. He said before they go collect picture for her hand, Olukaluku go sign signature, and no be ordinary signature they go sign am publicly. Now they can't sign picture, but they sign for this golden picture, they sign for am publicly. And of course, so when she released the copy of the picture to Andrew, Andrew think say the picture wey she release say that is all. Na him she come gbenu si mic say yes, I gave you a copy, however I get am plenty. When you hear opo yen, I get am plenty. The copies plenty and e dey with orishirishi people. I give am to different people. So no be say you go just tear this one, you think say you don go. Na lie, na lie, nothing like that happen. So now Andrew come realize, he say this girl who akaribi. Anyway, they come begin dey pursue themselves. But the girl was not backing off. She was refusing to back off. And her stories are always, when she was giving a narration, was very, very accurate. She was able to describe, even in her book, even in her memo, she's able to describe Jeffrey's house. Even the places one of the time wey Oriade, wey Ikoroba the girl, he do am alongside 8 other girls. Abẹ́rẹ́ pé Oriade wa ọ̀bọ yẹn hàn ní ìbàjẹ́. Ọ̀bọ yẹn hàn ní tẹ́ bá gbọ́ 8 some. Oriade wa he dey do 8 some. He do 8 some. Na so she get describer. He describe am and say him sweat dey disgusting when they do this thing. Say the way he dey sweat, say the thing dey disgusting. I say wonderful wonderment. Anyway, while she still dey talk the thing, they say na lie, she dey lie. So her lawyer and his lawyer, they were going front and back to front. At a point, Oriade threatened the girl. Andrew lawyer threatened the girl. They say they will sue her for defamation of character. Then the girl say, Ngwanu, bring it on. So while they were still going back and forward, now they cramp Jeffrey Epstein. Case is open. Another case open against him. Because this girl, she was not backing off. She can't ginger the ones that were bold enough. The ones where the other girls, not all of them came out, because some of them, there's always these are powerful guys, and most of them are still very much alive. So anyway, the ones that were bold, they brought their face out, and they also, I think they were called Soul Sisters. They started calling themselves Soul Sisters. So they started telling their story. Till date, the case is still on, because Jeffrey Epstein keeps escaping. Not physically escaping, but because he's, as in judiciary, United States judiciary, they dey under in clip, because some of the top judges for America, all of them, Jeffrey Epstein, he get videos, he get clips of how they carry the young girls wey they carry come give them. Remember say na him be their DHL, na him the DHL girl they go give them. So therefore, so indirectly, Jeffrey Epstein, he has the secret of the high and mighty. Whether they can't do, because Bill Clinton, that one say he no do anything. Whether he do, whether he no do. But Virginia don't talk. He say he no do anything. Say he no even know say anything they happen. But for Virginia memo, he say na lie. Say there's nobody that can be around Jeffrey Epstein. We go talk say he no know wetin dey happen around them. And she was very, very descriptive in what they do. You just need to go and read her memo, and you go understand the cocoa. If you love reading, you can go and read the memo. It's very interesting to read. And if you're interested in domestic abuse, if you're interested in understanding abuse, particularly like if you are that kind of person that you like to hear from the victim, maybe to enhance your practice as well, it's something that you can read. Just to see how, just to see abuse from the lens of a victim is worth reading if you're interested. I no buy the book, but because I'm a member of a book club, I got a complimentary copy. So yeah, it's worth the read. I'm actually reading it the second time, and I'm loving it. Well, loving it for what it is. In short, my book, I don't carry highlighter. I'm quite old-fashioned in my way of reading. Even when I'm reading electronically, I highlight stuff. I like to highlight areas of interest. Anyway, so what am I saying? So that was how Jeffrey Epstein obviously the judiciary, there was something that happened. There was somebody new came in and then decided, we need to investigate this, and they were able to investigate the case. Exactly, Randy Andy. Talk where you talk where you sabi. So that was how the investigation started all over again, and of course the victims, they were able to talk. He got remanded. So while in the process of being remanded, he was, of course, they had closed up on him. He was meant to go to jail while he was in prison one of the times, because they put him in a high security prison. Now, so they say, he on a life himself. Now, rumor has it that that is what it is that's what is documented, but it does not seem like he on a life. E be like say the guy is still dey alive. Maybe they don change him identity, because the way he take on a life himself, e dey very very suspicious. That story no add up. I remember too when I heard that story, for my head, for my mind, I no agree say the guy on alive. In short, I believe say the guy dey somewhere. Say the guy, because before he on alive himself, he move money. Why he move the money? Anyway, there's a lot of stuff. If you want to know about that, just go and watch. I think it's on YouTube, Filthy Dirty Rich or something like that. Hey, Omoni, how are you? Yes, so I'm resting. Don't mind me. I'm resting. I go do my nails. I go do spa. What's it they call her? Manicure and pedicure spa. Then I had a. Hey, I don't know if you guys have ever done it. If you love something like that, I went to the spa. I went to go and do snail. You know snail now. So I did a snail spa where snail will you put your feet inside the snail water. Like there will be snail in the water, and they will be eating your, what's it called? They will be eating the dead skin of your eels. It's very interesting. It's ticklish but very very nice. The first time I ever did it, I could not keep my legs still. But now I'm used to it now, and your eels come out very, yeah, it comes out very very smooth, like a baby's eel. Anyway, so now so the child said he own her life himself. So while they were still doing that, the girls, obviously they were so pissed off, because the girls were meant to start testifying. You understand? The victims were meant to so, and that was his own way of escaping judgment. You are hearing about it for the first time. You mean the snail spa? It's actually very interesting. It's very very good. It's small snail, and you just put your feet. It's like a big this thing. You put your feet in. I think, well, I did an hour and a half. So you just put your feet in the snail. It's like a snail bath. So you put your feet in it, and then it just, instead of somebody like scrubbing instead of them using this thing to do your pedicure, like scrubbing your dead skin, it's actually the snail who eats your dead. Honestly, you comes out so smooth. It's very very beautiful. My feet feel so, yeah, it feels very very smooth, and it's very therapeutic as well. It teaches you patience. So um so while they were still doing that, Jeffrey Epstein, now so they say he on alive, so we don't know where they bury him. Till today nobody know what's up, but there's a lot of rumor. There's a high, rumor has it that they don't think he died, but let's leave that where it is. Yeah, honestly, Omoni, try it. It's very very good, very very good. It's quite ticklish. When you first do it for the first time, it's very very ticklish, but over time you like it. So um so while they were still trying to drink water and drop cup, I think Andrew just felt, okay, that's the end of it. In 2019, now, so because this Virginia will not let it go, and obviously, even though Jeffrey Epstein kpai, allegedly, even though they say e kpai. However, Virginia, the girls, the victims, they still said no. They are going to tell their story, and they have lawyers who are really ready to help tell their story. Yeah, real snail. They are like small small snails. Like what do they call it? It's small small snail, not the big ones. The small small ones. The small small ones. They will just be. It's like a water snail, and they will just be going through your heel. But it's very very ticklish, and you can feel their slime around on your heels. So like I was saying, now so Virginia, so these girls were still telling their story. The victims were still telling their story, and Virginia stood her ground. She said no. Andrew, she went to Andrew 3 times. Andrew kerewaha 3 times there. She was very very she was very descriptive of what happened, and her description was quite accurate. So guess what Andrew decided to do. Andrew now thought, okay, because he thought he was untouchable. Now so he called BBC come inside house. And you know say BBC na olofofo egbe olofofo wa ẹran olofofo níṣẹ́ ní kó má jẹṣẹ́. Na so he come carry BBC come inside palace to tell you say he think say he get 9 life. Now he carry BBC come inside palace. Now BBC come begin dey ask am question. Remember, BBC don dey find exclusive. How they don dey find how you go take serve inside their hand. Bó ṣe máa serve sí wọn lọ́wọ́ tó máa gbẹnu sí máìkì. Na so he come do that is his very famous BBC interview. If you want to know about the interview, I don't know if it's accessible outside United Kingdom, but if you go on YouTube, the interview dey there. If you dey UK, if you like amebo, go on YouTube, type Prince Andrew's interview, you go see am for there. I think it's like an hour. Na so he come gbenu see mic. Na Andrew say he never sweat since he one time like that. Say he get one time say he dey struggle to sweat. Na Virginia say na lie. You don struggle to sweat, you dey sweat. She come begin dey describe the sweat. He say him go buy pizza. Na Virginia say na lie. There's no pizza that was bought. Na him and na dey inside that house. He no remember say he and Virginia dey house, but he remember say he go buy pizza. Abeg orí adé. So anyway, and so he shall begin a talk story, but he has forgotten that Virginia Giuffre, she's quite determined. And look, you can't do what you've done and get away with it. You're not getting away with it. So anyway, she kept going on, and Andrew had no choice. He continued to deny that he never did it. But having said that, now Virginia lawyer say, okay, we agree you did not do it. Oh yeah, Ngwanu, come to America. Okay, come and be witness in America. Come to the court. We are looking for witness. At least Jeffrey Epstein don't pay himself. Ngwanu, come America. Come and talk what you know about Jeffrey Epstein. Orí adé wa ló bá há sí UK. Since 2019, Orí adé no gree comot for Nigeria, no gree comot for UK, because if he comot for the soil of United Kingdom, wàláì Orí adé á ṣẹ̀wọ̀n. No be say go come, because Virginia get sufficient evidence to nail him. He no come gree comot for, you don see where person get diplomatic passport. Diplomatic passport wey be say you no need visa, na free of charge, na you go enter any country. Oriade with the way him passport is strong for him hand, wallahi they know, but he no gree comot for United Kingdom, because the moment he leaves the soil, no travel go where you wan make Oriade you wan turn Oriade to Ekwetumetu, you wan make Oriade share one. At that time you know say na Oriade at that time, maybe now go come go share one, because now when they don comot Prince for him name, they don strip am off completely. You know say na private citizen. So if America come decide, you know say the time wey America say make e come give testimony, wey make e come testify for court, they write to am as Prince Andrew. Now na Mr. Andrew Mobatin. Now they go write to am as Mr. Andrew Mobatin Windsor. So we have to watch. In short, now the movie just dey sweet. Now the movie just dey sweet because e go dey very very interesting to see wetin America go do with am, or to see wetin the victims of we go see wetin go happen. So since 2019 our prince come have for United Kingdom, just like Baba Adeboye Oyedepo wey he have for Nigeria. Na so our prince, our Oriade, he have for United Kingdom. Suddenly our Oriade come like to dey spend holiday for United Kingdom. Our Oriade wey be say on a normal day only him go Monaco, only him go happy peti aye omoni you are not nice. Only our Oriade go Monaco, only am go private island for Spain, only this Oriade he like enjoyment. When you hear allow me to enjoy myself, wallahi ó dé rẹ̀ mọ́ UK ní straight, ó dé rẹ̀ mọ́ UK ní láti 2019 kó jáde, wọn ò bí dáa kó jáde nígbà tí ó fẹ́ ṣẹ́ wọn. So na so he come sit down. Tope the Great na you dey hear story. Na so he come anyway ó ṣáà dé rẹ̀ mọ́ United Kingdom, because if he comot for the soil of United Kingdom, wallahi extradition dey wait for am for America. So he stayed in United Kingdom. He couldn't even go into any embassy, because any embassy that he enters, it means he's left the soil of United Kingdom. Na so he come sit down himself and him ex-wife side chick Fergie. Na so the two of them their case, they are even as both of them, they are as bad as each other. While we still dey, so why dey na Virginia come say okay, he know say okay, since he no wan come America come testify, ngwanu you have to say what you know. You cannot be calling me a liar. This picture show say na me and you together for Ghislaine Maxwell house for London. When he kept saying she's lying, na so Virginia come describe Oriade room for inside in royal mansion. Àṣé Oriade òun náà ń ṣọmọ́nú royal mansion. Anyway, nobody describe gbàtọ́ rí ẹ̀rí pé Virginia come dey gbẹnu sí Mike quick. Now he come say okay, I remember he don already do a very damaging interview. To him, he think say he wan do damage control, but the way he come take do the interview, he come kuku, in case of ẹni tó fẹ́ sun níná tó lọ fepo rárá. Because even I remember watching that interview and I was like, this guy. Anyway, na that interview na him come give Virginia Giuffre, na him come ginger the girl the more. And that interview sef, even if you no believe say he do am, just watching that interview you come begin dey think, although the prince say he didn't do it, but e be like say he did. Just like Nathaniel Bassey, wey God dey show, wey he say he dream, he dey see one man wey dey do twosome with woman, and it was very detailed. Even though he say no be him do the thing, but at least he get detail. God show am the detail of how the kerewa take start and how the kerewa take finish. Tani omoka fẹ́ràn sẹ́nu kawati. So na so the case come be. So when maybe Prince lawyer come call and say, this one wey you do, BBC olófòfò ayé, ẹran olófòfò níṣẹ́ ní kó má jẹ. Meanwhile BBC they don begin dey gbé interview jo. BBC gbé Channel 4 that one too cut am, they put am for hand. Channel 5 too, in short, Channel 5 decided they will do documentary on the interview. You don't see whether they do documentary on top of it. Channel 5 decided say they go do documentary on top of the interview. Exactly, Omoni. Now so Channel 5 come decide say they go do documentary. While Channel 5 was still looking at a documentary, now so Australia, Australia, 60 minutes in Australia, been at 60 minutes for Australia. I can't remember what that channel is called. na those ones who as soon as Channel 5 finish, na those ones dey come carry the documentary lodindi, dey come begin dey do analysis. Maybe na Oriade that time im mama still dey alive, na im mama, maybe na im mama come call am say this one wey you do so, Ologbeni, you better get your lawyer, make you follow this girl, make you get the lawyer of this girl, make una follow una sef talk. So the money, part of the inheritance wey im grandmama give am, na im carry 12 million pound, he carry am give Virginia Giuffre. He say he donate am to Virginia Giuffre's foundation. Na Virginia say okay, he know say he no go collect the money, but you have to apologize publicly. Na so Oriade come refuse to say he no go apologize. So he say he no do anything. But the question wey everybody come dey ask be say, I remember when he paid that 12 million, people were like, hold on, but shebi you say you no dey guilty, so why you come pay the girl 12 million? Na he come release, you know say this Oriade is stubborn well. He come release press statement. You know say that time he still dey enjoy privilege of royal kporon. Na so he come release press statement. He even carry signature sef, he sign am, that shiri, that shinue. He come carry press statement. He write a letter. Now he say no be Virginia he give money to, na Virginia foundation. Na people na so press come start again say wait yo, ati Virginia Giuffre foundation, ati Virginia, abeg, na who get the two? No be the same Virginia na get the Virginia Giuffre's foundation. Anyway, but trust British press, they no gree make Oriade drink water drop cup. Now they shall begin the gbejo. So while they were still at it, you know say in between im mama Yashali, na so when he gave the 12 million, I actually did not know that it was in a memoir that I read that I realized that apparently when he paid the 12 million to her, she signed a 1-year gag agreement where she's not allowed to talk about him for 1 year, to allow the mother's is it a diamond jubilee, I mean a platinum jubilee. So obviously that 1 year she was quiet. Of course she was still talking, but in a very quiet way. So in between, mama shall do how many years for Orioye she do am. Then in between, say very quickly, na im mama come waka, im papa waka, then im mama come waka. So case he come die down small. So while they were still at that, everybody don dey drink water, dey drop cup. Meanwhile, the moment wey before he paid the 12 million, as soon as he do that in that BBC interview, all the charity, all the NGO wey na over here we call them charity, all the NGO wey Oriade be patron, na so all of them comot shock absorber for im leg. Say pido no fit be our matron. We know say you do am, but until your name dey cleared, just like what they will do to any other person, until your name is cleared from all this kind thing wey they allege you of, Ologberan, sorry, we cannot do anything with you. Na so everybody collect shock absorber for im leg. Now in the Navy, he was a retired Navy officer. So there was also pressure on the Queen because he had award and everything. So there was pressure on the Queen. Okay, he get all this naval award. He is a pensioner of the naval profession. Yes, we agree say he fought for the nation. However, they say Ikerewa young girls, they now mounted pressure on the royal family. And say Queen Yashali, during Diana case, he see pepper, he see shege fire. So you don learn say when UK citizens, when British people, when they turn against you, wallahi, you no get anywhere to go. So Yashali had no choice. She had to strip him of his all his what do they call it? All his award as a naval officer at the time. So he lost all his award and his uniform was returned. So instead of him being a former naval, a retired naval officer, he now became a decorated Royal Cavalry. Okay, so basically they only talk about him being a naval officer just from the angle of that he worked there on a reference. They don't refer to him from, obviously with the award that he won and stuff. That's so they come out down. So everybody thought, okay, things have died down. That one, Fergie. I say him and Fergie, the two of them, they're as bad as each other. They are as bad, the two of them. So while they were still doing that one, everything seems to have died down. He went low profile, nothing was happening. The next thing, very recently, I think early this year, now they come begin the year, say BBC, say British media, they know they forgive person. Except they no get information, they know they forgive person. Now so they come begin the gbejo again, say there is a rumor that a senior member of the royal family, he get email wey they see between him and Jeffrey Epstein. Na they come ṣí ìwé ìrántí kọ Prince Andrew. At that time na Prince still be. So while they were still talking about him, Virginia Giuffre na so a post on Instagram surface say she get accident. Say they tell am say she get she na 4 days abi na 5 days to dey alive. Na they say they talk about email yesterday. Àjẹkú lánàá, àjẹkí lánàá, ọmọ kú lẹ́ni, ta ni ò mọ̀ pé àjẹ́ àná ló pa ọmọ jẹ. Na so they come dey sha dey link everything. And say una governor, una president for America, ìyẹn náà yìí try láti clear right yìí dé ni. They still dey do that one. So while they were still on that one, before we know wetin dey happen, na Fergie, ex-wife side chick of Prince Andrew, because that ex-wife, they don divorce themselves, but the two of them no gree leave each other. They dey stay for each other house. They dey do understanding ex-husband and ex-wife. Rumor has it say they be understanding bedmates. We no follow them stay house, so we no know. We no follow them dey house, so we no know whether they but from wetin we dey see, ojogate go jogate, e be like say wọ́n gbé nǹkan sí nǹkan, but we no know. Anyway, na that one now we see the way we dey do. Na email come surface, na Fergie email too surface between her and Jeffrey Epstein, wey she dey praise am. Na there British press come gbanoje. Keir Starmer come rest for British press hand small, and I sure say Keir Starmer go then look and say Ọlọ́run o ṣé o, baba o ṣé o, British press go leave me small. So Keir Starmer is still enjoying the moment for now. British press never get in time. They talk about her, but they never get in time way for now. They still focus on their focus is the focus on Andrew. Now so they come begin the gbejo say this guy okay, it's bad enough say we say Andrew he and Kinon Porukwe. It is bad enough say they say him Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein are friend. Ashe Fergie sef himself dey write am letter, dey write email, dey exchange email. Akaribi. Na Andrew dey come revisit the whole thing again. Say kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Andrew he say they don comot title of they don comot all the award of naval officer. They comot am for him head. But wait where e dey even dey stay gan? And say when British press wan reason your matter, they go reason am to the end. Then they come begin, 9 people come begin, the rumor come dey happen say where does he stay? He still stay in a royal accommodation. Who dey pay for the royal accommodation? Na there they come discover say for the last 20 years wey Andrew don dey stay for royal accommodation, he never pay 1 penny. Na there everybody head dey come spark. Say the cost of living, and say UK, say we sabi proof fundamental human rights, right? Now they come say people are suffering. The suffering are people. People are struggling to buy 1 square meal per day. Andrew they stay free house. What kind of thing is this? Can you imagine? After all he did, he follow small children, they sleep. Yet he dey stay free house. What a slap! What a shake! Say UK when they don't begin. na im media, all the media come begin dey gbejo. As they come dey gbejo, na im e come respond. Maybe if e no respond, maybe they no go get in time. But the guy, e be like say the guy stubborn well. The kind stubbornness wey dey im head na follow come. You no know say anybody wey stubborn, he say when British press dey deal with you, you go just calm down. You no need to do strong head with them. Wetin British press deal with David Cameron, the guy begin dey cry. You don see where our former prime minister, when British press start with am, the guy stand, he begin dey cry. When the guy no know wetin to do, he begin cry. He begin cry for public on Lori national TV ló ti ń sunkún. Anyway, now he come release a press release say yes, so omodi David Cameron, that guy, I pity am. The guy begin cry. You know, British press is a bit frustrated person. Boris Johnson sef wey say he dey ride bicycle, when British press start with am, anyway, so na so the guy sha dey. Now he come write, he's giving up his Duke of York. Na that one, e be like say that one come make the head of British press only one bad tashi. How very dare you? So you even still be the Duke of York? With all the thing wey dey grand, you still be Duke of York? Na im dey come begin dey gbejo. I say no, how you go be Duke of York? So that means say taxpayers still dey pay money. That means say taxpayers still dey do. Na im dey come begin dey gbejo. Meanwhile, Keir Starmer wey dey gbejo tell us say immigration this, immigration that. You do one thing, you know say before, if all of us wey dey UK, you know say Keir Starmer every day na one day one trouble na be Keir Starmer. But this time around, I sure say the guy go dey happy now. Say at least in the next at least the last 2-3 days now, no be him name they call for wetin dey happen. Because Keir Starmer, if you watch am, you know say when the guy first become prime minister, when he dey talk, he go dey smile. Now the guy go dey look like person wey tó fẹ́ dógun lẹ̀ bó ṣe máa ń wò rí. British press, may they not reason your matter. They reason your matter, walai. You know, just leave them. Don't even follow they argue. Just calm down. Just calm down. When you hear calm down, you go calm down. When you hear daddy calm down, daddy calm down, let me British press. Because the more you are answering them, because as you dey answer them, that's so they go dey rope you. That's so they go dey put word for your mouth. Oh my lord, love funny. So now they come begin, they say so okay, he still has a Duke of York. How dare him? And he's even living in a free house. Now they come begin to analyze how much it costs to maintain the house. Not even a note of finish. They talk, say they go release a documentation about water bill. They say he never pay water bill for the last 20 years where he did there. Say he get contract with the water company. Nothing where they no do finish. Everybody here they come they spark. They come begin. Now they come begin. They ask ministers, wetin una do? How this one take happen? You know say if you understand British press, you know say they get craze for head dada. Now they come begin. They scrutinize. They scrutinize at least. That one give Keir Starmer's chance small. They measure a name small, but they don't measure a name plenty. They just call all of them together. They say, okay, make parliament. What will now happen now? Why they were still talking about that one? Somewhere along the line, so they go interview Virginia Giuffre sibling for wetin be the name for America, for where they dey for America. Meanwhile, before then, why they still dey gbejo say Andrew dey stay free of charge house? Na there Virginia Giuffre's book, memoir, that's her book, got released, titled Nobody's Girl. Now they come, and meanwhile BBC editors, they don't already get copy. They don't go buy copy even before the copy come out. They don't already get copy. And I hear they say American version, say the one way they write for America is different from our own version for here. BBC, all the press, all the media house, they get both the American version and the UK version. Me na UK version I get. Maybe make I go begin to work for media, and maybe myself I go get American version. Hey, you are America, I beg get me find the version. the American version. I don't know, they say there's a difference in the two. Anyway, BBC na so they go find plus American version plus UK version. They gather all of them together. Now they come say they want do book review. I think go rueri. Now they come turn themselves. They say they do book review. Now they come begin they read the thing. They begin they read them. Now they come read that they say now they as a reader now they come read, they say you get one prime minister. And that one now they find that prime minister. It bless when they finish with Andrew, they will go find who the prime minister be. Anyway, they say you get one prime minister. Virginia say one prime minister he forcefully do kerewa give am, say he nearly shook am. They don't find out. They come they look all of them. Who are the prime minister? Who are the prime minister in UK? Although she don't tell us say na UK prime minister, but they look UK. Make you see say people don't buy markets. When you hear you buy your markets. So all the prime minister now, they check all of them one by one. They check all of them. Who are the prime minister wey dey Jeffrey Epstein wey be dey Jeffrey Epstein friend list? Oloba Jashe friend list ọ̀ràn. But anyway, friend list sha dey. So they find that prime minister. In short, hopefully that prime minister no be UK prime minister, because if na UK prime minister, tí ẹ bá finally. They bá gbọ́ tí ẹ bá finally, they come for am. So while they were still doing that, now she now described, she was very descriptive. Shebi before the things wey she dey tell us in lawyer dey shenuku like to talk. For in book, the girl kuku gbẹnu sí mic, she begin dey describe stuff. Irú ayé ọba tí orí adé jẹ, how they transfer her with private jet, they ship am with private jet come Buckingham Palace. How she take see this and how she take see that. She come begin gbẹnu sí mic. Now they come say justice for Virginia Giuffre. They come exactly, yes, that's true. Ambassador sef he lose him job on top gbogbo wahala yìí. But while we're still at that, kí ló ń porúkọ ẹ̀? Na so while they were still at that, na so BBC they come go interview kí ló ń porúkọ ẹ̀? They come go interview im siblings. Now im siblings say they come interview im siblings. We no know the time wey they go interview them, but they shall interview them. Now the siblings come say their sister last wish be say she no want make Andrew, maybe they call am prince, say if they remove that prince, that all in title they comot am for im neck, for im name, na im go bring justice for her. Na so BBC, Channel 4, Channel 5, ITV, all of them they come begin dey gbeju again. That is true. How can he be a prince and he did not do it, but he's been associated? Now they can't carry this picture wey you dey see, so they can't begin to analyze the picture. Eric Andrew dáná lọ́wọ́ wọn. They can't begin to analyze the picture lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan. As they come dey analyze, na so straight bulletin ló bá ba ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ king. So that one, the way kùtìkùtì ayé take ba ẹ̀gbọ́n, you know say ẹ̀gbọ́n get cancer. Instead of him to let ẹ̀gbọ́n rest in peace, to dey receive treatment in pieces, na so ẹ̀gbọ́n come decide say he wan go pray, he wan go meet Pope make he pray. Now people say ọ̀rọ̀ family wọn gan tó kọ́ lọ bá Pope. Ọ̀rọ̀ family wọn tó kọ́ lọ bá Pope. He reach make him brother go find Pope make he go pray, because the kind thing wey dey their family their case reach make he go Pope, make go meet Pope, make go pray. So na so he come carry himself go meet Pope. He and Pope come go pray. Why in dey pray gegege for where him go? Na so people among the crowd come dey ask, are you aware of wetin your brother do? Are you aware say your brother na pido? Are you aware say your brother na so small children in dey kerewa? Prince, of course, king no dey answer question. He enter voicemail, because they know, but if you answer question, òun gan mọ̀ pé o ma serve sọ̀wọ́ media. Na so the guy just dey, he dey do him thing dey go. me willie na British media come turn to im daughters. Na im dey say, oh my goodness, the daughters must be so embarrassed, the daughters must be so. And you know say when British media reason your case, they go reason am to the fullest ni. Na im dey come say, poor young girls, look at what they are having to go through. Their baba dey waka gberegbere, and these girls, they have to go through all the embarrassment of their father and their mother. Na im dey come she wey Ranti, dey come she come the mother, how their mama, when she divorce, how dey finger am, all of the sha list all of those things. Na im dey come begin dey gbejo. So then they come say, so okay, so that means say, who can remove the prince, because the prince na im birthright, who can comot am? They come begin the open book of parliamentary. Na im dey come see say na for parliament they fit comot am, but for them to comot am, im brother the king, he gats to pass, he gats to trigger, he gats to facilitate am. Oh, thank you, Nikki. Na im dey say im brother gats to facilitate the thing. So Andrew still dey, they don comot the Duke of York for im head. They say, okay, that Christmas wey dey do for Sandringham na lie, they no born am well, e no go. Na so the press say na lie, say e no go, say Kenika. Anyway, he say e no dey go that one. They come begin dey gbejo. Okay, who go come, which house go come go? He has to leave that royal house where he dey, that allocated house where they give am. He gats to leave the place because na im mama, you know say na Andrew na im mama favourite pikin. So the time when im mama dey alive, im mama allow am to dey stay that house free of charge. Na im dey come say na im mama, say that time na im mama dey alive, na im mama don kpai, òkú ti wà níbi tó kú sí, alààyè ló ń sọ̀rọ̀. The things of the spirit dey the spirit world. Na physical na we dey. Ongwanu, let us deal with it in the physical. They shall begin dey talk story. They come dey analyse the room, they analyse the house. How many room dey there? The time wey they do renovation, na dey enter history. British press. Na so they enter history. Come begin dey do history. They check. When was the last time they renovated it? At a point, then they come say, okay, e be like say whether they go negotiate. Maybe Andrew and him wife and him ex-wife girlfriend, the two of them, maybe they will go stay for Harry, Prince Harry. Maybe they go stay for Prince Harry and Meghan house. Now people can say no, that's not morally right, even though they don't like Meghan. But this time around, your enemy is my friend. They use the talk, British media. Now they say no, it is not artist of the spirit. Now they say no. What about if Harry come UK? Say he won't come stay. He won't come for holiday. Harry will be say Meghan and Harry Meghan will be say they no send him papa. Suddenly British press say say now where she will come stay. Say assuming she say she won't come spend holiday. Abi maybe she say she won't bring the children come greet their grandfather. Abeg alone be. And then they talk and then they analyze them. So while they were still doing that one, and they talk, they say, but wait, shebi e dey bear prince. That is very interesting. So will the brother, will the king, will he remove prince for a name? Abi he no go remove prince? Will he be loyal to his brother? Abi he no go loyal to his brother? This is if he's loyal to his brother, this is going to affect Williams. Say the straight bullet, not too bad. Williams in bito jokosi. It go affect Williams. That means say Williams na very weak person, because Williams and the king, now the two of them I be the most senior for royal family now. Ikinika is kinika. Not when they no talk finish. Anyway, e be like say the way British press dey gbé ọ̀rọ̀ jó, wọ́n ti fẹ́ máa rope nǹkan tí ò tọ́ sí ẹsẹ̀ king, because they don begin dey allude say king na very weak person. They don dey allude say after all na the favourite of him mama, na him make him mama no fit strip am the time wey im mama suppose strip am of everything. Now im brother, we wan see whether im brother go dey loyal to United Kingdom abi the brother go dey loyal to im brother. As they just dey talk that one dey go, they come decide say they wan check poll of royalty, wetin people think of royal family. Na im dey come look poll, dey come see say people's interest in royal family e don drop. That very evening, yesterday, while they dey do question time, na so breaking news happen. King come say àwọn ti fa prince yọ ní orúkọ Andrew, because remember the time since Charlie don become king, life no dey normal. You know say we dey used to make we dey call am prince because na old age e use take enter Orioye. So we don dey use make we dey call am prince. And of course, even by the time we even become prince again, you know say Charlie no dey popular with British people. Remember the whole thing around Camilla and Diana. Diana stain in white. Abi na him stain in own white wey Diana come help am paint am well. So he is not the most popular of the popular at that time. Anyway, na so they shall carry themselves. So now they don comot prince for im name. Ni Oluwaran ló ràn lọ́wọ́ dé. You see wetin gbola cost person when you no keep your gbola for where e suppose dey. Orí adé. Now what people, of course, the analysis now is okay. Now they don, you go think say as they comot Orí adé for im name, say everybody go quiet, na lie you. Press don begin dey speculate. So now wey they don comot prince for im name, now wey e be ordinary citizen, they don even analyse am. Now wey e be ordinary citizen, e go im brother go rent house for im brother hand. Of course, he's not entitled to any bodyguard or anything. He's been stripped of all of that. He's no more entitled to all of that. So the question now is, the question wey press come dey ask now be say, what fit broadcast to cover everybody? So the question wey come dey ground now be say, now wey im name come be Mr. Andrew Moubatin Windsor, America, will he now go to America to go and be a witness for the case of Virginia Giuffre and what's his name, Jeffrey Epstein? They never know, because now anybody can send him letter. Now he's not protected by the royal. Yes, so no recourse to public funding. So now he's no more protected. In short, Harry wey even comot himself, Harry still get protection to an extent. This one is no more protected. Na im name na normal name like any other person. And Oriade, he no sabi put toothpaste for im toothbrush. Unfortunately, all those people wey dey work for am, he don lose all those workers now. So he gats to learn how to put toothpaste for him own toothbrush. He has to learn to lace his shoe by himself. Nobody go dey do laundry for am. He gats to learn how to dey go market now, to go dey buy things for himself. Abeg Ọlọ́run bí. He also now needs to learn how to clean his house himself. Of course, he is no more a royal. Yes, na Mama Charlie na born am, but he has lost all those entitlements, both his birthright and everything. So what that means simply is, the one wey dey stay for extravagant house before, na him and him cat, they say he get some cats, so na him and him cat na go dey stay. Him ex-wife girlfriend, we no know whether e be like say king no go gree make ex-wife girlfriend make they follow themselves stay. We never know. All eyes are on Mr. Andrew. We no even dey used to dey call am Mr. because na prince we don dey call am since all these days. And if you look am well, you know say he resemble him mama. Look him face. Feed the cat, feed the sunshade. He resemble him mama. I sure say Elizabeth now, wherever she dey, she go dey look and say, ọmọ yìí àgbà tó padà kó mi sí tàbí ọmọ ọjọ́ mẹ́jọ. Na wetin brokos dey do person na im be this. Now if there's any lesson here, on a more serious note, there's any lesson here, is the fact that, you know, it doesn't matter who you are. In a country where things work, it doesn't matter who you are. Even though there's corruption in the Western world, when they find you out, you will have to pay dearly. And basically that's what has happened. His association and his choice of life has cost him everything, including his birthright. It's cost him everything. That's just the long and short of the story. As much as we're making a joke out of it, it's cost him everything. His birthright as a prince is cost him. He was a very good Navy officer. He fought. He actually fought for United Kingdom. He's lost all of that. He's lost all of that completely. They've literally treated him, although he's not pleaded guilty, he's not said he's guilty. But, you know, he's lost it all. Imagine serving in the Navy, where he was well decorated, and he was stripped off of all of that. Even at his mother's funeral, that you would have proudly wore his naval uniform and all his award. He didn't have that privilege. He was stripped of that privilege. All he did was he just wore a normal cavalry uniform. So you can imagine how he lost it all just because he can't control himself. Yes, he's not been found guilty. But just imagine all. He's not been found guilty by the court of law, but all fingers point at things. He lost his title as a prince. He was born a prince. He is born as a prince. But he's lost that. He's lost that title. As a Duke of York, which again is his entitlement at birth, being the third child of the king and of the queen and the second son of the queen. He's lost that. Ideally, he's meant to be a senior royal, but he's lost all of that. He's lost all of that just because he couldn't keep himself together. You can see how he lost all his privilege. Now he's not a common citizen. Is nothing but a common citizen. Someone that was once celebrated. Someone that once had it all. Imagine having a diplomatic, of course, I think, I don't know, but most likely he's going to lose the privilege of the diplomatic passport as well. Because if he's a commoner, he will have to lose that diplomatic passport. Unlike his uncle, his a grand uncle, the Queen's uncle, that's Prince George, King George's brother who abdicated the throne. He still got to keep his diplomatic passport. Although he went to live in France, he still got to keep it. But now that he's a common citizen, that means he's going to have to apply for a British passport. Of course, he's not been convicted. He's not been convicted, but there's going to be questions around, is he really entitled to the British passport? Because there's a Kerewa offense, there's Kerewa abuse hovering around him. And we all know, if you have a severe criminal offense like that, at His Majesty's discretion, you can't own a British passport. So there's still a lot. It's not just about him losing, being stripped of everything. Obviously, he's going to lose it. Being stripped of a prince of his birthright means he's lost his diplomatic passport. And the question is was he really worth it? Just look at how pleasure got him to where he is. He's in debt. His inheritance, part of his inheritance. I mean, he had a very messy divorce, a very expensive divorce rather. And then the money that his grandmother gave to him, he used some of them to send his daughters to school. He also took a part of that. There's even question around where he got the 12 million. Because now the press is hovering on that. Where did he get the 12 million? that he paid, that he used to pay Virginia Giuffre. There's rumor has it that the queen gave it to him. But then there's also question, if the queen gave him that 12 million, then did the queen, then what inheritance did the queen give to his daughters, Beatrice and Eugene? So there's questions around it. And it's at the discretion of the king, because the daughters are entitled to being princesses because their dad is a king, is a prince. There's still debate about will the daughters be allowed to keep their royal title, because if their father is a commoner, then that would also impact on them and their right to their inheritance as a royal. So there's a whole lot there, I mean, in countries where things work, well, I'm not saying things don't work in Nigeria, but, and I'm not saying there's no corruption. I mean, if you listen to the chart from the beginning, I said there's corruption in every way. Even the Western countries more sophisticated. But just look at how the pack of card came crumbling right at his face. Someone that was standing high up. I remember when he got married then. It was a dashing prince. It was a dashing naval officer. Well-respected naval officer. He literally served United Kingdom. Like, he went to war. He fought war for United Kingdom. What a shame. Just because he couldn't keep himself together. Look at how he lost it. He lost it all. And it calls for reflection as individuals as well. Sometimes, we think, we've got it all. Just 1 minute of pleasure or 1 minute of wrong mistake, just a wrong choice could cost you all. So while we joke about this, of course, I was talking about it from a jokey point, but pick yours. Let's all pick ours from there. And look at those ladies. They are victims. They're young. They were vulnerable women. Their lives have been destroyed. I mean, that Regina's book, Nobody's Girl, is quite. It's very detailed and very thought-provoking. I mean, it's so powerful because she wrote from her lens. I mean, I've read books by victims, but this is one of a very powerful one I've read, where it's all coming from her lens. And I hope the other ladies, I hope they all find strength. I hope they all find strength and justice. She couldn't take it anymore. She had to own her life herself. Why all these rich and mighty, they were all walking around, enjoying themselves. To them, these girls were like toys to them. So, I'll end it there because, in everything we always need to learn lessons. I'm very, very reflective. We need to reflect, learn. Anybody, it could happen to anybody. It could just happen to anybody. Show me your friend, and I'll tell you are. If it wasn't comfortable with that kind of lifestyle, it won't be around Jeffrey. There's no reason why he was around Jeffrey. Thanks, everybody, and we all have a wonderful night. Thank you. Bye.